Stop the internal bleeding. Ego is our worst enemy. The ego is not who we really are. It is our self-image. It is our social mask. It is the role we are playing. Though we may need it in the first part of our life to help us succeed in our life and career, it can be a good fuel to keep us motivated in the first place to build our character. But the reality is that our social mask thrives on approval. Approval of others, society, family, friends. Ego wants control, and it is sustained by power. Why? Because it lives in fear. Hi everyone, my name is Panare. I am a life strategist coach. What makes me unique is that I feel all your sufferings and help you get all your blockages out to let your greatness step into your life. I easily uncover the mask of ego because I've been there. Surrounded by men in my career, I ended thinking like them. The course to power to dominate the world is a complete illusion. I thought I was invincible. In fact, it just shows that not only you are not confident with yourself, but you're trying to hide it. Are you even aware of what fuels your ego? I'm sorry to say this, but you base your entire existence throughout your fears. Stop thinking of what could be wrong. Your first reaction will be to try to control the other person or the situation. Instead, change your perspective and try to see how things could go right. The danger of ego is that it can make you blind of what's happening around you. You won't probably even notice that people avoid you or don't dare speaking the truth with you because you always get upset every time. It is probably also the reason why people fear you, because you are unbearable to live or work with and absolutely not an active listener. Probably you will feel that either nobody can understand you or you are too proud to face your weaknesses. Why am I telling you this? Because I was that person. Would you like to stay in that state of mind and still drive a life surrounded by loneliness and a feeling of emptiness deep inside of you? Here's the news I have for you. Yes, we can heal our life. What do we have to do to go beyond this selfish nature? I am inviting you to do the exact opposite. Let go. Learn to observe, learn patience. Sometimes the right answer doesn't come right away. Self-reflection, one step back from reacting, can save your relationship with your partner, your job, your business, your reputation, your empire. Unfortunately, no, you are not the center of the world. Ego will drive you to seek attention from others and behave with impulsiveness. Your expectations may be too high to bear for others. The reality that lies behind is that you desperately look for the love of others instead of loving yourself first. As a consequence, it will be logic that rejection is the fear you will experience the most until you get it. For example, if you belittle people, show off your power, there is a strong possibility that people won't like you, right? And you will be the only one who is responsible of creating your haters, driven by your ego, because you are going to convince yourself that the problem comes from others. I am the only one who can stop you from destroying your life and make you understand that we can get the love we want back and that we didn't have, mostly from our parents. How do we do that? By loving ourselves even more. Perhaps the love coming from our parents is not the kind of love we would have liked to receive, but their way they treat you is a reproduction of their own parents, how they have been educated. So the first step is to forgive them. They love us in a different kind of way that we would like it to be. Think of a humble person like Richard Branson. He is so successful, but also known to be kind with everyone, right? He doesn't need to show or prove to anyone that he is powerful. His confidence comes from within, and what makes him most likable is that he treats everyone as equals. Would you agree if I tell you that he is the kind of person we admire? He leads without leading, yes or no? This is what I call the art of serving others without saying it. Thus, the people who you attract when you are true to yourself are so much better for you than anyone you might try to impress. And the logic is that the more we find ourselves, the more people we lose. This is a natural process of life. Do not be afraid to lose people on your way. Why do people get divorced more often nowadays? It's because one, there might be one partner that hasn't listened to his or true self. Maybe because one doesn't really know who we are, especially when we are young. And we let ourselves be influenced by the decisions of our partner, convinced that this is for our good. I will tell you a secret. A good relationship is a relationship that is balanced and fluid, where there is no place for the balance of power, but where everyone is treated as equal, where admiration and respect take over. It is a safe place where we feel free to be ourselves, fully accepted without judgment. Second, because life will take both of them on a different path. It's not about routine. It's about how we relate to each other, how we connect, how we support each other through the waves of life. The best relationships come when we grow and find who we are because we don't accept to be the person who our partner expects us to be anymore. Does that make sense? Wisdom often enters in our life only when we will have faced the worst. So ask yourself these questions. Am I true to myself in all what I do, and do I care about people around me? Is my image congruent with my behavior? In other words, am I authentic with myself? Do I speak the truth and my behavior reflects it? And I'm going to tell you something. Changes don't happen in a day. They happen daily. If you would like to step into your greatness, I have designed a coaching program called the Massive Winner Life Pack that will empower you to become the best version of yourself. Because if you want a new life, new results, you must get a new mindset, yes or no? Go to www.panarisamvan.com to register at a very special launch price now. And I would like you to remember this. Give yourself permission to live a big life. Step into who you are meant to be. Stop playing small. You are meant for greater things. Find your life purpose and rise your authentic self. Never explain to anyone. You don't need anyone's approval. Live your life and do what makes you happy. If you feel that you have never been happy, then it's time that you create your happiness from within. I can assure you that good things will come to you at the right moment.